Like damn, she in her mood. 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 She lit, your money too. Like damn, she in her mood.
Hello ladies, A1s, Day Ones, and if you're a new one, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss no more amazing nail videos. Now, today's video, I'm going to be working on my left hand. She currently has like a little protective style on her. I just put some top coat. That's just to protect her until I can get my nails on. So with that being said, this is just top coat and base coat. I'm just going to file that off. I'm going to clean up my nails, clean up my cuticles, like shape them a little bit, just clean them up and get them prepped for acrylic application. Alright, so basically I drilled off the base coat and the top coat, and the nails are looking good. They're looking dry, which I want. I don't want them to be shiny. And then I'm going to go in with some Cuticle Eliminator Remover. It just cleans up the tissue around that cuticle area very, very nicely. This is one of my favorite products. So I'm going to let that sit maybe for about 10 minutes, and then you will see. I don't know if you can tell because I didn't really show you before, but they're just so clean in the cuticle. It just looks like I went in with the snippers and I didn't because I'm afraid of the snippers. So amazing. Now I am so excited. It's the fun part of doing your nails, picking out your tips. I went for these 3XL square tips. They are tapered squares. I wear and use squares way more now that I've come across these beautiful tapered squares. So I'm going to size out my tips and apply them, of course, using the McCart nail glue. Nails are on, and if you know, this is right the part where I start feeling like I'm ready. I feel it coming. I be knowing like, okay, these are gonna be cute. I am not going to cut them. I'm just gonna cut my thumb down a bit. I don't know why the thumbs are always so much longer than the rest when it's the shortest finger. That's so weird. I'm also gonna go in and blend these tips. Now, you don't always have to. I'm going to blend tonight because I feel like there is still some leftover product. Remember, I just filed down thinly that base and top coat, so I really just want to make sure I get a nice, smooth, even surface to work on. Alright, so we're finished with dry prep things, and now we're going to move on to wet prep things, which is going to be your dehydrator, your balm, your primer. I am going in with the No Lift primer. It is an acid primer that I get from Amazon. Most of my products come from Amazon. My nail glue, my tips, my primer. You can definitely find these things on Amazon, and I will leave the link below. All right, ladies, so dry and wet prep is out the way, and now we're going to get into our acrylic application. I'm going in with my number 12 Kolinsky brush. That's my girl. Like, I love her. She be holding up. I've had her for about 4 years now, and I'm just always surprised. I take care of her. I keep her moisturized. I keep her clean, and that's all you can do to make your brush last. And as always, I'm going in with my clear protective layer. I always go in and swipe a layer of clear over my nails just to, connect the tip to my natural nail, give me a smooth surface to work on. And any product I put on top of this, any acrylic, any gel, anything is going to adhere. This is now helping everything else to adhere to my natural nail, and I always suggest that you do that. So now I'm getting into my color, and I'm going in with my ENL Dark Pink. I love this brand. I tell the girls all the time, she's very reminiscent of the Beauty Pure. The formula, the fluffiness, the texture, I love it. And then Dark Pink is one of the first colors that I had gotten from the company, and I loved it so much. When I bought some other colors, I noticed they work exactly the same. Very fluffy, nice formula, very reminiscent of the Beauty Pure. So if you're interested, check them out. I will leave a link down below. Now, I use Speed Dry Monomer usually. I live in New York, and we have more cooler season than warm season. So we only have about 4 months of summer, and that's great. By September, end of September, it's usually cooling off a lot, like as opposed to summer. We're getting like 80s. 70s, 60s at night, that's great. I know winter's coming. I'm excited. Well, girl, this day it was about 110 degrees with 135% humidity. I don't know how, because we had already had about 2 weeks of 75, 78, 63 at night. It was very nice, very comfortable. But it was so hot and so humid this day. And the struggle was real. And I just want to say the struggle is always going to be real, because you're constantly adjusting your application due to the weather. Where are you? Where are you going? What are you using today? I could take all my product right now, go down to Arizona, and it's going to be a rock. It's going to be a rock. I use speed dry monomer, and like I'm using my little brush, and as soon as I pick it up, it's going to just turn into a rock. And they're going to think, girl, you don't know how to do no nails. But when I'm in New York, if I go upstate New York where it's snowing and it's cold and I start slaying my nails are going to be fire. So I'm just saying, like, always keep that in mind. The temperature, the humidity, it's always changing. So you're always adjusting. I don't care if you've done nails for 30 years, you are constantly adjusting your application to the products that you're using and the temperature of the day. So if it's winter and you can count on it, like it's December, it's going to be cold till February, you're going to have those great months, and then all of a sudden you wake up one day and summer is beginning and it's like 98 degrees with like 75% humidity, and you're just like, why am I struggling with this application today? Just always be aware that you're going to always have to adjust your application according to the weather and what's going on and what products you're using. Like, it's an ongoing thing. So I struggled today. It was very dry, very hot. And what I did was I put the air conditioner on and I put on the dry setting, which dried out the humidity in the air that it was putting back into the house. So that helped out a lot and I was able to move forward. But it was rough. Like, initially, when I picked up that first beat, I was like, hold up, what the hell? And right away, I just made my adjustments and tried to get through the set. So I'm just applying this dark pink all over every nail. That's going to be my base for this set. And then, I always go in and clear cap over my work. That's how I build them up. That's how I give them the thickness that I like. That's how I put my apex in the spot that I like. So I just put down my color. I make sure I got full color coverage, and then I go in with my clear to build them up. Look at this color. Isn't she gorgeous? I told you. I'll leave the link down below. But girl, I got a little surprise for you. We're playing with nail cards today. It's been months. It's been so many sets since we've played with nail cards. But in my defense, I get loads of inspiration in the summer. So I sell nail cards. Nail cards are available to you. All you have to do is DM me, send me a message, send me a comment. Let me know that you're interested, girl, and they could be yours. I ship out next day, honey. I ship out next day. So I was shuffling my cards, kind of like playing a game of solitaire, and I pulled 3D nail art, and I was kind of like, I put it to the side, but it was in the back of my head, and I pulled Chrome and Trippy, and I don't even remember or know the last time I pulled Trippy. Like, I don't even think I've ever pulled that card. And Chrome, I really felt like it was unexpected. I had no clue. This is a total freestyle set, and I was baffled for a second. I really was, but I have a shitload of Chrome colors that I do not get to use enough. I had a client request Chrome at one point, and then at the last minute she changed her mind about her design, and I had all this beautiful Chrome that I had gotten from Amazon. So tons of colors here. We're gonna play with it. And one of the first things that was very helpful to me was this brand. It is a black Chrome polish. Like, it's highly recommended for using with Chrome, and it is always amazing. Chrome sticks to it very well. It's very black, and it's very helpful as opposed to just using your black gel polish. So the nails are coming along. I have started on shaping. I am shaping off camera just to take my time with them. Squares can be a bit bulky, especially after putting product. So I'm making sure to keep them tapered and square. They're so beautiful. And now I'm going to go in and do the cuticle area. Now there's a drill bit that I love to use for this. The 5-in-1 is really good as well. I do find you want to use a fine bit on that cuticle area. This is a ceramic like cone bit. It is extra fine and it just fits so good in there. I get so close and clean. I'm going to do that off camera and come back, but this is a highly recommended drill bit. Now be careful because they will cut you, girl, especially when they're brand new. So I'm going to do that off camera, and really quickly on the screen I'm going to put like before the drill bit and then after, how close I can get and how nicely I can shape that apex area. I love that for us. Okay, girl, I know I spent a lot of time on prep, but prep is most important. So we're getting into our design, and this is a true freestyle. I had no idea what I was going to do. I have to go in with a layer of base gel before I put any polish, anything on here. That's just me. I always do that. Better adhesion. They last longer. No chipping, no peeling, yada, yada, yada. So now I'm like, okay, I went for a black Frenchie. First of all, you know, it 'tis the season. We're getting into October. Fall is kicking in, even though it feels like an Amazon rainforest out there. Halloween sets are on the market. I see them already. So I definitely wanted to go for something dark. Also trippy. I felt like colors and chrome would stand out more on a black background. Ooh, nothing's more sexier than a black Frenchie, girl. And so I'm thinking trippy. And maybe I was too literal. But I'm like, okay, you know, I be smoking my little green stuff and stuff. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do smoke like on the nail. That was a look. I was like, let me try some smoke nails. And that's a lot of fun. You can just dab on some white polish and then dab that with some acetone and just kind of poof it around a bit. Super fun to work with. Super easy, very beginner friendly. So in a freestyle, you know, you don't know where you're going. So I definitely tried to do at least 2 nails so I could get a glimpse of what this design may look like put together. So I am going to also do the pointer. Now I do this in some of my freestyle videos. I'm all over the place. I'll do this nail, then I'll skip to that nail. I might completely do one whole nail, see what the look is giving, and then do the rest of the nails. Freestyles are like that. They're just kooky and crazy and all over the place. Now, when you're doing a freestyle on a client, girl, it's best to have some of your best itinerary in your mind. Like, if you done did a few sets and you're like, oh, I remember I did that nail. That was really cute on that set. You might want to freestyle that right on into this set. You know, combine some looks that you've done before and put them on one set. That would be a best freestyle for a client because they don't have time to be going through your mistakes. Oh wait, let me take it off. Okay, wait, let me change that. Oh, let's do this instead. They don't really have time for that. But now back to my design, girl. I don't know, for no reason at all. I just felt like the white smoke was just, I mean, she's beautiful just the way she is, and that's a whole look. But I felt like I could do more. The nail cards, the baddie in me was like, no, do more, do more. So, and I always said that when I'm playing with the nail cards, I am pushed to do more. Something I wouldn't do. Take the extra step, go dig it out the drawer, go find it in the closet, like just do it. And I decided to add like a colorful background with these alcohol inks and color the smoke just to give it, I don't know, an extra layer of trippy. Now to protect all that trippy fabulousness, I'm going to go in with a nice thin layer of matte top coat. That's going to protect all that alcohol ink in case I need to rub something off, or, you know, I don't want to damage it. I don't want to ruin it. Acetone, anything could wipe it all away. So I'm going to coat it with matte top coat and seal it all in, which is going to play a big part later on when I use the chrome. So she cute or whatever, but remember that 3D nail art card is still in the back of my mind, and I pulled out the 3D, molding gel. I'll leave the link to these because these are big jugs and I've had them forever, and I was running through those little McCart ones, girl. Like, I was running through them like water, and this one is very easy to work with, so I'm gonna start molding something. Oh my God, girl, I didn't know, I wasn't sure, and believe me when I tell you, I had molded maybe 2 other things before this and had to start all over again, and this shit sticks to the nail, which means I had to do the Frenchies again. It was crazy, girl. I'm just gonna admit that. I'm gonna be transparent, but it was worth it. It was worth the trials and errors. So I'm gonna mold this, and I don't know, I'm thinking trippy, I'm thinking mushrooms, I'm thinking hallucinations, and I figured that was an easy shape to try to do first. So we're gonna get into a little mushroom. Now, girl, I have never made a 3D mushroom. I've never drawn a mushroom on my nail before. Of all the years I've been doing nails, I've never put a mushroom on the nail. So I did go on the internet and look up some trippy mushroom inspiration, and I saw some really cool stuff, and I just tried to copy some detail work. None of the mushrooms that I saw were like mine, because mine is chrome, but I did see some blended colors, some ombre-ish going on, and I thought that was really pretty. So I decided to do that with my mushroom. I went in with like several different colors to kind of blend and give it just an ombre, really like trippy look. So here I started with the green. I think I went in with some blue, and that's the green I'm showing you. And then I went in with the blue to ombre that out. I'm so glad I did that. Like, I just could have did it green, but no, when we do the nail cards, we always kick it up to the max. Like, push yourself. Do something you wouldn't do. Most of the time, we don't do it because we know it takes long. It's like, I don't know how to do it well. I can't do it quick. It's going to take a long time. I don't feel like doing it. Do it, girl. Because the more you practice and the more you do it, you're going to do it faster and better after that. So just do it. Get it done. Know that you can do it. That is such a good feeling. So look, oh, she's coming together. I'm so excited. So I decided to like ombre some pink and purple chrome, and this mushroom looks so good. Like, when I did this nail, I was like, yes, like all the trial and error was worth it. This was the look. It was like, yes, you got it. I love it. Yes. And so this began my whole look. Like, after I did this, I knew where I was going with this look, and it was just coming to me very easily. I didn't struggle too much after this. So now I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of detail on the mushroom, just to, I don't know, some little dots on the head. And I was so proud of myself. I was like, okay, where are we gonna go from here? And I decided to add some like trippy, I don't know what they are, girl. They're supposed to be like, I don't know. They're supposed to be like a hallucinative something or other. I don't know, girl. So on these little hallucinative splots, I also did the ombre look. I really thought that was cool, ombreing the chrome, and it gave it something. A very trippy, hallucinative, a druggy effect, okay? Now, let me ask you, when you do your chrome, do you do it with the silicone tool, the little application spongy stick thing, or your finger? I feel like the finger works better because you can rub, and it just becomes so shiny. So my freestyle look is coming together, and I was hyped, girl. I was so excited, and I had already spent about 2.5 hours just doing this. And trial and error and mistakes and taking it off and doing it again. And when I did this look, I loved it. I was like, okay, I kind of think I know where I'm going to go with this look. And I top coated her. I didn't put any gems on here because honestly, it would be a distraction. The chrome is quite shiny. She gives her own sparkle of something, someone, they probably can't read it from far away. But the color, the shininess, that reads well from even far far away. So I'm just going to go in with a nice thick layer of top coat. And then what I do is I turn the nail upside down because the top coat is going to pool in between all those 3D-ness stuff. And I don't want it to look lumpy. I want it to look as smooth as possible. So I turn over the nail, let the top coat kind of bubble out, smooth out, and then I will cure it. And so we're going to move on to the next nail. And I'm going to do some of those psychedelic splotches. That's what I'm calling them. I don't know, girl. I don't know. I'm assuming that's what you would see if you were as high as you gotta be to wear these nails. So, you know, I'm thinking you would hallucinate some splotches and you would feel very loopy. And I love doing that chrome ombre thing. So, yeah, on this finger, I went in with more splotches. I want to show you up close how that chrome sticks to that chrome black polish. Like, it's so flawless. It doesn't even get on the acrylic. Well, it gets on it, but doesn't stick to it. It only sticks to the gel polish. So cute. I'll leave the link below for you guys. So, girl, if you know, you know. And if you don't, I have OCD. I'm addicted to routine. Like, I love nothing more than to do the same shit every day. So, I'm going to do another black French. Really because she looks so good under that chrome. And it made the set look cohesive. The Frenchies, with, even though it had like all this craziness on top that you really can't read from far away, you don't know what it is. So you do see cohesion. All the Frenchies, all the black Frenchies, they look like, okay, there's something going on here. There's some method to the madness. So I'm going to continue with the Frenchies. And if you really know me, if you really know, you know I hate to do Frenchies side by side. Like, I do them, yes, girl, because why not? They're flawless. But it is such a struggle to do Frenchies side by side by side. Like, if it was just clean, if a client walked in, she's like, oh, I just want all black Frenchies, please. I am so distraught. Like, I'm like, no, you don't want something on here? Can we break it up with a bling nail? Can I just do a couple of Frenchies and then this? Like, I'm always trying to talk my client out of a full set of Frenchies because, girl, the criticism, like, if they pull out both 10 fingers and lay them on the table and those Frenchies aren't flawless and even, like, it's very noticeable. So I don't really like to just do plain Frenchies across the board, but because we're doing some artwork on top, some 3D-ness, like, we'll be able to kind of blend in any mistakes, and I really like the vibe of the black Frenchie. So that's what we're gonna do, girl. Now I'm going back in with the molding gel for this middle finger. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Well, I kind of did. I was like, girl, I'm gonna do another mushroom because the mushroom was so fun to do. Like, I just had fun doing that. I almost did all mushrooms on the set, which would have been a vibe. It would have been a vibe. But, you know, I don't know. I'm just going for it. It's a freestyle, you know, whatever comes to mind. And so I definitely wanted to get a mushroom on the 4 fingers. Like, okay, the thumb, but the thumb is mostly hidden. A lot of people never see the thumb on a full set. So I was like, okay, I definitely need a mushroom on the 4 fingers. So I was very happy to go in with another mushroom.
Get you home by a decent time. Wait, your bed, you can sleep in mine. Yeah, let's make it happen, girl. I need some time. Speaking of time.
So, girl, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't leave yet. Give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking so far. Let me know about the products that I'm using. What do you think? Check the links down below in the description box, okay? I will leave a link to the black chrome polish, the Macquarie nail glue, the tips, the beautiful dark pink acrylic. I'll even even leave the link to the chrome set that I bought because I thought they had some beautiful colors. I mean, they had black and red chrome. I've never seen black chrome. I haven't even used it yet, but I can't imagine it's going to be so beautiful. Probably look like that dark metal, like jewelry, that dark metal. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a dark jewelry, a dark black metal jewelry. But anyway, it probably looks like that. And the red, I couldn't resist. I went for the red on the mushroom head on this one because, you know, some mushroom heads are red, like cartoony. But it was so cute. Like, I loved it. Like, that red was very cute. So I'm gonna repeat the steps here as far as those psychedelic splotches. Like, I don't know why I'm calling them that, but that's a great name for them, psychedelic splotches. I'm continuing with that. I'm gonna add some to this nail. It just makes the look cohesive. It brings it all together. The design, it looks like it was meant to be there. It has a purpose. So I'm gonna continue that and add a couple of the splotches around this mushroom as well. Oh my God. Do you see her? Do you see the chrome? Like, look at the three fingers alone. She's telling a story. This is like a child's fantasy book that I opened up, and it's a whole new theme and story that I have never read or seen before. Like when Lord of the Rings came out or Game of Thrones. Like, it's just so cool, so new, like so fantasy. I loved it. I knew where the set was going. I hope you're still here. Please give the video a thumbs up. I know it's a long video, but I was hoping that you would be interested in how I created this look. Girl, okay, look, I'm going to forward through the pinky, okay? I'm going to forward through it super fast. I'm just going to give her another French. I'm going to do some of those ombre psychedelic splotches on her just to make the look cohesive. But that ring finger is usually always my leading lady. If not, I just blend her into the rest of the set. But usually, if it calls for it, she's usually the star of the show, the leading lady, you know, the accent nail, if you will. So I'm going to save her, the best for last. I hope you're still here because I don't want you to miss this. We almost done, girl. Just hang in there. All right, girl, this is how it came out, just like the pointer. Very cute. Look at it. Oh, my God. Okay, so for the ring finger, for the accent finger, for the piece de resistance, I'm going to do a 3D mouth, which I have done. I've showed you guys how to do it. I have at least 2 videos, maybe 3, on how to create that 3D lip. But I've always done it off the nail, like as a charm, and then placed it on a nail. But I needed to be sized for this nail, this finger, this set. So I'm going to begin my 3D lips on the nail, which, you know, once you start building it on the nail, like, it's there, it's on, like, there's no turning back. So I was very scared that if I did it wrong or messed up, that I would have to remove the whole nail and redo that tip. So pray for me, girl. So this was so much fun, girl. And I do love that trend. That is a funky trend. Like, I love the 3D lips. I've seen some really exquisite ones, beautiful ones, tongue out, scary ones, vampire ones. Like, so cute, so creative. Shout out to the nail techs, y'all. They be killing it. So I did the teeth. I only did 2 teeth because it's a small nail. And I don't know, I guess I could have did more teeth, but I only did 2. And I knew there was going to be a tongue in there. I really felt like I was going to make room for a tongue. I'm working on the lips right now. Now, I did go in and wipe off with alcohol the teeth because I'm going to go in with chrome. Okay, cat out the bag. It has to be chrome. So the lips, I'm not going to do like traditional red or pink. I'm going to go in with chrome. And I just want to make sure that nothing is sticky because I don't want the chrome to stick to anything, any crevice, any crack in between the teeth or anything. So this is her so far, okay? And then the mouth is here. But remember, I'm going to try to fit a tongue in here. And then my phone started to die, girl. I was already 5.5 hours with this. So I have clips. I did the bottom lip with the black chrome. chrome gel polish, and then I did the top lip with the black chrome gel polish off camera while my phone was charging. And then I rubbed in some purple chrome. I went for the purple because purple chrome seemed to be like more highlighted in this set. She's giving more of a purpley color. And I must say, I have not seen the girls do chrome lips. That was cute, honey. That was cute. Like, maybe there's a place for her somewhere else too. And then I did the tongue. I stuffed the tongue in there with the clear molding gel. Now remember, my phone is still charging, and I'm sorry, but look at this tongue. Remember in my the orange Pakistani Hindu, the bracelet, the layered bracelets, I had a beautiful bloody red French, and it came from this Bettles kit that I got, a set of 6 reds, and it had like red, apple red, blood red, and it had this beautiful chrome shimmer. It was perfect for the tongue. I thought I was going to have to chrome it, but I could use the polish, and she was giving very much a chrome effect. Very cute, perfect for the tongue. And now I'm just going to go in and make her a little ecstasy pill, girl, or Percocet, or Tab. I don't know what you into, girl. I never tried them, but whichever one going to make you hallucinate the most. So I'm just going to give her a little pill. So, girl, you and I both made it through this set, and I get to rock her. She's so beautiful, and you get to create her because you watched the whole video, and thank you and shout out to you. I'm going to add a couple more of those ombre psychedelic splotches, and the set is done. I'm going to put up my little photo shoot, but she's done. I want you to see her in all her glory. She's stunning. She's beautiful. I love you. I appreciate you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. This could possibly be one of my most creative sets, especially using the nail cards. It never fails. If you guys go back and check out some nail card videos, it never fails. They're always like something totally out of the box, something I would have never thought to put together. You think these 2-3 things, just you would never put that on a set, and then they just come together so beautifully. So DM me if you're interested in nail cards. I still have series 1 and 2 available, limited on series 1, but series 1 and 2 is still available. I ship out next day. I've never had any issues with them getting lost in the mail or anything. The girls love them. They come in handy, and it'll just stick with you. Even if you stop using them, all those cards will remain in your head, and you'll be able to flip through the deck in your mind and just make a freestyle set pop. So I love you. Again, I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Like damn, she in her mood. 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 She lit, get money too. Like damn, she in her mood. In the mirror, I'm doing my dance. And he packing out nobody's pants. He a rapper, but don't got a chance. Sucking my waist, so I'm living my bands. Like 1 million views in a day. There's so many ways to get paid. I tried dipping, he begged me to stay. Babe, I'm not staying, I just wanna play. In the party, he just wanna rump. Big boobs in the butt, stay plump. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. They like, I tell you, always stay hot. Oh, they mad cause I keep making bops. Oh, she mad cause I'm taking her spot. If I was bitches, I'd hate me a lot. Like damn, she in her mood.